Reverend Dr. John Eben.
Yes, sir.
We are here today, the 25th day of September 2022, to celebrate with you on the occasion of your graduation, your acquisition of a Doctor of Divinity in theology. I say congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks so much.
Obviously, before you got to this stage, it has been a long journey, and there is certainly a backstory.
Yes, sir.
I will be really interested to know some of the challenges, some of the motivations. What were the things which really spurred you on? Because we know you came from a very humble beginning.
Yes, sir.
What are some of those things which spurred you, which kept you going until you got to this place today?
Yeah, I can say number one is God, because the excellency of reaching out to people nowadays is this title thing. And when you have a certain title, it is easy for you to get to some ministers, presidents, and all the stuff. So in the back of my mind, it's when you are succeeding or you get to an excellent level, it is easy for you to use that and reach out to those who like those type of position. But it has been a challenge and a promise. When I got to US 2001, my brother wanted me to go to school and going to school 7 years to get to the doctoral degree, then your wife and children will be in Cameroon for 7 years. I told him, I said, I promise you we'll get there, but let me focus first on my family. And when my family came, I had to push them, school. And while I was pushing them, I was doing my silent thing behind with the help of Pastor Manga, who always encouraged me that people are saying that I'm not knowledgeable, I don't have any degree, how can they make me a leader? So with that, he introduced me to many places. He didn't also know that I was doing other studies on other places. So he too is one of the reasons why I'm here now. And then lastly, I think is to also let other people know that there is no limit age in education. No matter how old you are, no matter what you are doing, no matter how occupied you are, you can still attain to what level you desire to if you really determined to make it. And there are also challenges, as you said. You have family, you are running a church, you're running a business, and there is school, and there is this to do, those challenges. But what makes you don't see those challenges is the courage that God gives you and the success that you see you succeeding in what you are doing.
Thank you, that's very interesting. Now, what specific advice? We know you have encouraged people that it's never too late to acquire an education. What other advice do you have to give to some of the viewers who may be watching you now?
Yeah, I want to say, I remember that should be 1998. I went to school, and in Kaskumber, they were trying to stop the Bible club there because a lot of students were not, especially the Bible club students, they were not passing their GCE and honorary level. So I challenged them. I says, the same spiritual strength you put to be spiritual, put it on your book work. Because if you make 11 papers as a child of God, you are preaching through that excellent position. And guess what? That year, most of the Bible school club students had 11 papers. So they didn't stop them again in Bible club. And the next year, almost all of them were prefects in different departments. How? Because education can easily preach the gospel when you are making an excellent grade. You can use that, not even use that by yourself, but people can say, even though with their prayers and going to evangelism, but look at they are doing that. And I think for me, that's what success is all about. If you can succeed and use it for Christ, and that is a good pace. So that would be my encouragement to those who don't look education to be anything better.
Well, thank you, but permit me, I'm still going to address you. I know you may not like it, but you have really earned it. So in spite of yourself, we'll still continue to address you as Dr. John Eben. Indeed, he is an inspiration to many. A man of God, a philanthropist, an intellectual. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate this interview. Thanks so much. I want to say Christ is the whole center of this. And if I had the opportunity to talk to the viewer, is that never you say it is over until God says it's over. And you have the key of every success in all part of life. In academic, please don't render your effort. I told the students that year that if you want an excellent report from God, you have to put an excellent study. Once you do that, God takes you to the heights you want to be by doing what you are doing in your own part. So, but remember, it is Christ being the center of it all. So don't forget Christ and study more. And you're not in a prayer meeting, you're not in a Bible study, you are not in any other youth meeting because you want to succeed. Always remember that comes first, then any other physical thing follows. That will be my encouragement.
Thank you. That will be all for now. I say goodbye from the communications department of the Full Gospel Mission, Downhill Bongay Road, Kumba.